What it do, what it does, so you ain't never gotta guess what it was. I'm your host, Saintbeboomin, and it's my guy right here,
Burntheweeb, aka BTW. What's good?
Hey, and we back at it again for another version, another episode of the Straight Boomin' Podcast. And here, this is where anime and hip hop collide. And today, we're going to talk about the best anime arcs there was in the anime history. You hear me? Burntheweeb, what's been going on, bro?
Man, just been chilling. I actually, okay, so long story short, I just started playing Pokemon Violet and Pokemon Scarlet. So I just picked them back up and jumped back on those.
Is Prince a Pokemon?
Prince? I'm crying. Man, I don't know, man. I feel like in this the generations, they're just trying to make stuff now. Because half these ones, I'm looking at them like, man, these ain't working. Like this.
Ooh, not the concepts. The concepts ain't working.
The concepts are not hitting. Like
not the OG ones.
The starters are. That was why it took me so long to even get the game in the first place. It's because I couldn't pick a starter to start with. I'm like, man. Like, my very first one, Charmander was my very first starter. And I always went fire. And then
Bulbasaur was mine.
And then, Bulbasaur was the last one that I got.
Oh, that's what I don't care about.
It was Charmander, Squirtle, and then Bulbasaur. And I've always went in that order. Unless, of course, I didn't like the fire type, then I would go the water type. But in this generation, the first form... The grass type had the best one. But the rest of the forms, all the forms suck. You can quote me on that. Leave a comment below. Let me know how you feel about it. But I'm telling y'all how I feel about it.
Wow.
The only form that looked good out of all 9 of those forms is the grass type's first form. That's it.
Wow. And that's a big statement. Coming from, out of all the years... We even see it in the music industry, the movie industry, cartoon industry. Yep. Everything gets recycled.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have those fresh ideas that you once had.
Oh, yeah. No.
You see what I'm saying? Me, personally, I would have thought that Pokemon would have had a successful first-year run if they would have kept the Pokemon list to about 100. They made 150. 151 with Togepi.
I mean, they did, when they hit that second generation, third generation, cool. There was some bad ones in that there, but for the most part, there were decent ones in there. And now, as they kept going, they're on generation 9 now. I mean, you can only do so much. Like, there's a fire goldfish. Like, come on now. Wow. A legendary fire goldfish.
And you know what? In that new Pokemon series that they have, that they just relaunched, that don't have Ash in it, I think they started back at the Kanto region. Now, if they started back at the Kanto region, don't that mean that the original Pokemon that was in the Kanto region from the series or the start of the series should be around?
Yeah. This is the thing that don't make no sense to me, and I don't care what nobody say, it just doesn't make sense to me. And I get that there's Pokemon that are regional, so you can only see Pokemon in certain parts of the world. But if Pokemon are regional, and you go back home after you've seen these Pokemon, and all of a sudden they're everywhere, don't make sense to me.
No.
That's like saying, for instance, like in Australia, they don't have squirrels. Like, there's not squirrels there. So it's like, I come to the U.S. and I see squirrels and I go back to Australia and all of a sudden squirrels are everywhere. That's not how that works.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
That is crazy to me. That's crazy. Okay, I see where to get the concept from.
Yeah.
Yikes. So, Burn, we do have a few topics in Pokemon Violet and Scarlet, you said?
Yep.
I hope that y'all get it together, because Vern didn't like y'all first selection. I'm not really liking what I'm hearing about a fire goldfish. The only goldfish I like is Pepperidge Farms. So, yeah. And if Prince was a Pokemon, his attack shall be Purple Rain. I'm gonna just let y'all know that right now. Can't nobody be Purple Rain, not even Mewtwo.
Yeah, poison type.
Somehow I think Prince would be a psychic type.
Poison psychic, yep.
So, yes. Now, we do have an update when it comes to Contender. The K Manga app definitely got undercut by a new contender who came in, you know, and it turned out to be Viz Media. Now, Viz Media is a publishing company as well, you know. They knew that K Manga was about to debut, and you know what they decided to do? Come in and step on some toes.
Oh yeah.
They played some bully ball, guys.
Oh yeah.
You know, which, hey, my hat's off to Viz Media for even going to do it that way. I like it. I like the tactic. You know, you gotta step on toes to get out here. Everybody knows that Shonen is the big dog.
Oh yeah.
So with Shonen being the big dog, Viz Media said, okay, we're about to give y'all our own version of a manga app, and we're going to put our rate out there on the market.
Yeah.
And, man, undercut Kodansha's...
Hard, yeah.
Rollout. It undercut their rollout tremendously.
Big bank moves.
How do you feel about their rollout? They said that they had 10,000 titles rolling out with. I think the K Manga app only said that they were going to have 700.
Yeah.
That is a big difference.
Yeah.
Then K Manga comes out and say that they're going to go by a point system.
Yeah.
So after you run out of so many points, you're going to have to start paying 96 cents per chapter.
Yep.
Are these going to be tangible? I can feel them if I buy them.
Nope.
What are they doing?
I don't understand that move at all. That's like saying if I want to open up a business, and I want to, let's say for instance, I want to sell like a little bit of everything. I want to sell some stuff for picnics. I want to sell some stuff for the house. I want to sell some stuff for the cars. I want to sell some stuff for pretty much the household everywhere. Pretty much at this point, you're a new business and you're pretty much going up against Walmart.
That is.
And it's like a little business going against Walmart. It's not going to happen. No matter,
mom and pop joint.
Yeah, and you just be like, okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to release all these new stuff and all these new lines and stuff like that. And the woman's like, oh, hold on. You know what? We got more money to spend. We're going to release all this and more. Now you're like, okay, cool. And they're like, and then we're going to give you guys a card. And you can come use the card. And you get like little discounts here and there. So you can continue using the card. And then the small business is like, you know what? We're going to have everybody buy everything individually. No cards. Just everything individually. They have no points. We have a point system. You can come in, use the point system. Once it's done, that's it. It's gone. You're not going to go to the mom and pop store. You're going to go back. You're going to keep shopping at Walmart, especially because you've already been shopping at Walmart.
Exactly.
You're not going to want to change.
The only thing that can rival a Walmart is a Costco. Let's be honest. Sam's Club is another version of Walmart.
Yeah. BJ's for the people who know what that is, not the restaurant.
See, so I think what Viz Media did was they got their Costco game on.
Oh, yeah.
And they said, man, this is how we're going to go ahead and do it. Now, Viz Media came with Shogakukan. That's a publishing company.
Yep.
So they teamed up with Shogakukan. Kodanja separated themselves and pulled everything from Shonen so they can have their small little rollout. And it just isn't, it's not adding up. It's not.
Man.
It's not adding up. Very foolish. You said last week on the podcast that Shonen went up $1, right?
Yep.
So what y'all paying? What, $3.99, $2.99?
$2.99 plus the tax, so about $3.28 a month or something like that.
And Viz Media's manga app is charging $1.99.
Yeah, $1.99. So it's about almost $6 a month.
About $6 a month. So if you're paying 99 cents per manga chapter, when you can go ahead pay about $6 a month for 2 apps and get the best of both worlds.
I mean, it's if someone say, hey, I got all these manga you can read for $6, and it's like you can pick up a manga you don't even know if you're really gonna like, and you can take it and you can read it and be like, you know what, you get 7-8 chapters in, be like, you know what, I don't like this. Toss it. Versus if you're on the other one, you read it 8 and you're like, man, I just spent $8 and I don't even like it.
That's crazy.
So at that point, it's like, am I invested or I'm just gonna be like, because I lost my $8.
It's gone.
It's gone. I ain't getting the $8 back. But guess what? You spent $8, read 8 chapters of something you didn't like, versus you paid $6 and you reading something you like and trying something new that you didn't like. So you can go back to whatever you're liking. Guess what? You're gonna continue reading. You're still only paying the $6.
It only makes sense. K Manga, you have literally 3 days before your app releases. You definitely need to rectify this situation. Wish the best to you, and hopefully you don't have to crawl back to your competitors, which is Viz Media and Shonen.
The best way for the point system, if they want to continue doing the point system works. The point system, you should get a set amount of points every month, and you should get points for reading a certain amount. Like if you read a certain amount,
I like that.
You should get points. And
I like that.
You could use those points. So if you get it and you read like a certain amount of chapters, like they give you a set amount, right?
Yeah.
So if you read a set amount, then you can only read but so much, right?
Right.
So then you're like, I'm out of points. So then if you want to read more, you can buy those points.
Redeem.
You can do whatever you want to do to make your money. So you can make your money or whatnot. So you make that money, right? And I say once you spend $3, $4 worth of that, because then you're gonna, at that point, you're making the same money that Viz Media and Shonen are making right there. You're making the same amount, if not more. If you do six chapters, now you got that's $6. You're on that $6 margin right there with them right there. And then at the end of the next month, if you read those 6 chapters plus, then you get points that equal up to what you spent before.
Now that'd be dope. See, and how I look at it is gotcha game.
Making money still.
Yeah, you making money still. So every gotcha game gotta give a certain amount of in-game currency every month.
Yep.
So you have also an exchange system in that as well. You also have a pity system. You know what I'm saying? If you don't get the latest content that comes out.
Exactly.
So yes, K Manga, what you did wasn't bad. And you have some solid titles that a lot of people would definitely be interested in reading, especially because they can't get their hands on the licensed copies in certain... Right. So Viz Media's app is only in North America right now, but they do plan on branching off into other regions. You know, it's not a bad look, but they had to go ahead and rush something out to undercut your rollout. And I definitely get it. But hey, this is a dog-eat-dog industry. And it goes back to what I was saying to you last week when it came to them talking about the piracy and the funds that they lost. You know, that point system right there is a specific example of what I was just talking to you about. Like, why would you come out with this point system that is worthless? It sounds stupid to me. You know, if you're not going to go ahead and do it the right way, you're not going to manage it the right way or utilize it the right way so the customer can get his best. It seemed like you're just doing what's best in your own interest as a company. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, that mom and pop factor doesn't work. And like I said, quick way to cut your revenue off.
Oh yeah. Because I mean, at this point, if you're doing that, you might as well go ahead and put that straw hat on, call yourself Luffy, and start pirating. Like,
that's a fact. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Be out there with the gang.
Yeah, so I'm talking to every fan, every man, and where I sit is kind of heavy, man. Woo! It's getting hot like Serengeti, man. You know me. Sit back and listen to Straight Boomin'. Yeah, man. What can I say? From anime to the different games we play. Gosh, I just want you guys to really check out Straight Boomin'. Gosh, if you really want your latest coverage of DBZ, right? Yeah, man. You know, or if you're gonna talk about what happened in the news with rap music, yeah, man. It's different. Gosh, I love it. About to go listen.
Hey, we're gonna go ahead and go off into the next thing. You know, also we had the one of the artists from Static Shock getting together with one of the creators, if I'm not mistaken, of Cowboy Bebop, and he was also making some power moves, you know, as far as the Eastern culture, you know, to show us what it would be like to have black creators, you know, doing or making plans with Static Shock. It looks really good to see black creators get together with, you know, anime creators from Japan, you know, and Cowboy Bebop is definitely legendary. But to have Static Shock, which was a popular DC licensed cartoon, you know, get so much attention. What do you think about anime adaptation of a Static Shock? That would be dope.
I mean, so we have everything except that perfect combination of both. When it comes to that, like for instance, we have like a lot of us, well, not a lot of us, but some of us, we grew up on X-Men. We know about X-Men. We watch X-Men. If you don't know, Wolverine has his own anime series. X-Men have their own anime series. And if you look at our X-Men, you look at that, it's the same story, with the same storyline, just a little bit more in depth and a little extra stuff about it. And that we have that anime art style towards it. And then you have the style that we grew up watching towards it. Now, and we don't have that perfect fusion of it yet. And then if you look at stuff, we have a lot of people, like for instance with the Boondocks. The Boondocks, it's inspired by anime. It's not really that fusion per se. It's inspired. And then you have, like I was telling him earlier, Carol and Tuesday is another one that the creator was working on. And well, Carol and Tuesday, if you've watched Carol and Tuesday, you know, it's kind of one of those ones that everyone knows but no one's really actually watched. But it has it has a nice melting pot of different ethnicities in it. So you just have everything. You have what you see in today's culture, pretty much all around in there. So with that being put in and adding all that together, it's a great mix. And then we can finally really see what it's going to be like for that combination. And I'll literally say it's like Boondocks ×2.
Crazy. Man, so also we have the founder of MAPPA, one of the biggest studios, taking the biggest names from Jujutsu Kaisen to Attack on Titan to what is some more? What is some more that they are taking on right now?
Jujutsu Kaisen, it was Vinland Saga.
Come on.
Which I need to watch, by the way. I keep saying I'm gonna watch it, I keep forgetting to watch it. They got a couple other ones and they're just running a blank on them right now.
No, it's all right. It's all right. We've had the founder of MAPPA say that the way things are going, that China content creators or animating creators will have the one up on Japan when it comes to making animes in the future. You know, I found that interesting.
I didn't.
The reason why I found that interesting is because it's 2023 and China still have so many restrictions on what animation creators and content creators can produce what they can have, what they can't have.
Oh, yeah.
And they're regulating it to such a strict degree. But the way that the world is going, it's getting looser and looser with its morals.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I think we was talking last year and we was tripping because the Attack on Titan mangas, they had to draw pants on the Titans.
Yeah.
Where them pants come from on them Titans, man? What do you think? Do you think their quality of animations is better? Do you think their quality of ideas are better? You know, that the founder of MAPPA would say such things.
I'm gonna put it like this. So, if you look at for instance, you have people who like do graffiti art and stuff like that, right?
I love graffiti.
So, graffiti, like, for a long time, people didn't think graffiti was art. They thought it was just people out there just painting on stuff and just making art. They didn't think of it as art. And then it got to the point where they were like, okay, we're not going to let you do graffiti art. You literally, if you got caught, you literally get arrested. And so pretty much you got to think about that. If people are still out here doing graffiti art, and then if cops come, they run. They're hiding it. They're trying to get it done when no one's watching, when no one can see it.
This is facts.
There's so many restrictions going on in China. You can't tell me that there's not people behind the scenes still doing stuff. They're just not pushing it out because, you know, it's not going to be something big because they can't push it out big, because if they push it out, they're going to get in trouble for it. They're going to get caught up.
That's a fact.
That being said, if you've ever, like me personally, I've seen a lot of their art style and a lot of stuff, and the fluidity is just so mind-blowing. Like, I've watched fighting scenes that I've never seen someone pull off in an anime, and I was like, whoa, hold on. Like, it's just the hand-to-hand combat, the motion, it's just the way they do it. It's beautiful. It just looks great. And I'm like, oh man, yeah, I see this taking over. Like, and the first time I saw it, I didn't even realize what I was looking at. I was like, man, what anime is this? And then I sit there and I'm doing search, and then I find it's like, oh, and I'm looking, and I find I was like, oh, okay, this is from China. Okay. And I was like, okay, do they got subtitles? And I'm like watching. I'm like, oh man, this is Mandarin. This is in Cantonese. I'm like, whoa, hold on now. What's going on? Like, I wasn't expecting this. And later did I know, I'm getting into it. Like, like, I wouldn't say as far as art style, it's probably not the best one, but storytelling. If you watch Scissor 7 is another one of those. Like, a lot of people think that's an anime. It's not an anime. It's but Scissor 7 is a really, really good story. Art style is not the best, but it's purposely made to be like that. But it does have its instances where it's really good. You're like, oh man, yeah, they can draw if they want to draw. But it's definitely going to take over. It's definitely going to take over. Pretty much just like anything that was in the shadows. Like, for instance, I don't know if we talked about it or not, but you remember not the arcade ping pong, but the what you call when you pull the ball back? And
racquetball.
Not racquetball, with the little things on the side. The ping pong thing, and it's the ball. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, but you got to go ahead and use the handles.
Yeah, but you just pull it and it shoots the ball and you just get the
right.
Yeah, what's it called?
Oh, you talking about the ping pong machine?
Yeah.
The what is that called? Not it's not a ping pong machine.
Yeah.
It's a oh man, I'm not about. No, forget that. We not about to look crazy right here. Nope. No, we about to do this. We about to do this right here, right now. Keep talking to the people. Keep talking to the people.
But what a lot of people don't realize is back in the day, those were illegal. It was illegal to have those, and people would continue to make those and continue to play those, and they would put them in bars and stuff like that.
Pinball machines.
Like, pinball machines used to be illegal. They literally had them in like regular, like they had them in bars and stuff like that, and then kids couldn't get a hold of them because they thought it was making kids get into gambling and stuff like that. Now if you look at it, they blew
everywhere.
up, and now they're everywhere. Like, little kids, they make them for little kids. That's what I'm saying. So like, it went from something that was
frowned upon,
and it just blew up, and now everyone knows what a pinball machine is, except for us. Apparently, we couldn't think of the name.
Hey, look. I didn't even get to it, bro. Trust me, I didn't even get to it. I didn't even look, bro. It hit me when I got to this screen. I said, "Oh, okay. Well, look, see."
Yep.
But hey, no, we did that. Comment down below if we was trash for not finding out what it was. I thought racquetball. It could have went both ways. It was a wobbler. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. No, let's get off into some of these best anime arcs, man. What is some of the best anime arcs in your opinion, and why?
Well, you guys already know I'm gonna start off with, and it's got to be one of my favorite animes of all time, Bleach. Bleach is definitely on top 10 when it comes to anime arcs.
Go ahead, man.
So now, if we're taking it a whole, because I know a lot of y'all be like, "Oh, the Bell arc is trash. It brings down the." No. We're talking about the best arcs. As far as writing in general, Bleach is top tier when it comes to writing in general. Now, if we're talking about arcs, I would just to name a few right now. We'll break it down a little bit more, but I'll say you got pretty much 1,000-Year Blood War arc for Bleach.
Here you go.
I can name.
They came out swinging.
I can name a whole bunch more, but I'm gonna just name one per the animes I'm gonna mention.
Yep.
You got the Pain arc in Naruto.
Oh my god.
You got the Chimera Ants Hunter x Hunter arc.
Okay.
Like a lot of people don't like the Chimera Ant arc, but it was fire.
Come on.
You got Alchemy.
Full Metal
Alchemist, that final battle arc, that arc is amazing. What else? You got
wait, Brotherhood or
Brotherhood?
Okay,
yeah,
I was about to say,
yeah.
Brotherhood was on fire. I ain't gonna hold you.
You got Dragon Ball Frieza. That's an iconic one. That's an iconic one. That Frieza saga.
Oh man, the one where they made a battle last for 100 episodes.
It was only technically 5 minutes long.
It was only technically, yeah. Come on.
It was technically 5 minutes long. We had to watch 67 something episodes.
They had dialogue forever.
Next time, like every time, last time, like okay, they was doing the One Piece thing before One Piece was doing the One Piece.
Goku had his arms in the air for 10 episodes. Charging up a spirit bomb.
My hands up, they playing my song. Miley Cyrus.
Come on. So yeah, man, keep going. What you got, man? What you got?
And then one I'm gonna throw out here that a lot of people probably won't say anything.
A sleeper?
I would say it's a sleeper.
Okay.
Season. We'll say the first season of Dead Man's Wonderland. That was clean. You got No Game, No Life. First season. Second season's even fire, but they're probably never going to animate it, and I'm kind of hurt about it.
That's
crazy.
Crazy.
Same with not Devilman Crybaby, but Devilman Crybaby. Well, that's we'll talk about Devilman Crybaby on another day but yeah, I would say for pretty much the Marineford arc, One Piece. That's definitely one.
Hey man. They are really a gang.
Oh, yeah.
They are really ganging.
Oh, yeah.
They gang banging. The Marines are a gang.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So, as far as quality for you, you know, I know that you brought out writing. Who has some of the best animations in their arc?
Well, I might sound biased. I'm gonna have to stick with Bleach again. To stick with Bleach again. Demon Slayer.
Oh yeah,
Demon Slayer's art is phenomenal. It is really good, and the arc's getting better. The arcs are getting a lot better, and I am excited to see it animated. As much as I am not a fan of Attack on Titan, Attack on Titan has some great art.
Yes. Now, let me add. No, they made it count during the right battle scenes.
That's fair.
I'm gonna say that.
We're talking about the constant? Or are we talking about the peak?
The peak.
The peak, then is Bleach. The peak and the constant is Bleach. Just the peak, Attack on Titan.
So this is my next thing. All right, so quality is what we're talking about.
Okay.
Would you rather a season can be arc? Am I wrong?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you rather a watered down 24 episode season or a high quality 10 episode season?
I'd rather a high quality 10 episode season.
Ooh.
That's straight off. No thoughts about that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love to have more content and more stuff to watch, but at the same time, if it's good and you're knocking it out, I can wait. I will gladly wait because if it's this good,
you're gonna pay for that budget on the next season.
Oh yeah,
I'm not gonna lie to you. If you see that I think is a big problem with a lot of studios. Mm-hmm. They're trying to milk the budget.
Oh yeah,
and they give you 2D graphics for a 3D fight.
Yeah,
and as a matter of fact, they give you 2D graphics all through the season, but when the fight scenes come up, they go ahead and throw a little extra.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Have you ever seen? You've watched Baki, right?
Yes,
Baki
I have.
Grappler or any of the Bakis?
Yes, I have.
Now, imagine this. Just picture this, and I've talked about this a couple times now. But just picture this. Imagine the Dragon Ball Z series, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the fights were animated as the Baki fights. Because you remember in Dragon Ball, when they start fighting, what do you see?
Yup. Little specks, air specks,
and then you'll see a quick. And then, but you don't really see any real combat for real, unless it's the wave connecting or a punch here,
energy struggle.
That's really all you really see.
Mm-hmm.
But now, if you see them like right there boxing, like throwing punches, throwing
getting
kicks,
into it, yep.
That would be
yeah. That does it. Now you're not lying when it comes to that. I personally, I'm a big fan of, fighting scenes where I can really see the engagement.
Oh yeah.
If I had to go back throughout all my years and see how many times we done got milked.
Oh yeah.
And I thought I didn't know no better because my eye wasn't trained to see, what to look for.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm just fascinated. Like, man, this is great. But, it wasn't nothing really spectacular.
Oh, yeah. It worked for certain anime, though, because it left your mind painting the picture for them. Mm-hmm. So what happens is, no matter what you were looking for in the fight, you pictured it. So they didn't have to draw it. So
they played on your imagination.
Yeah.
That is
because deep. Especially for like Dragon Ball, for example, because the choo, we know they're fast, right? They're supposed to be faster than the eye, right? And then one of the things that they played on a lot is Dragon Ball. They would sit there and people watching. It's like, how many punches did you see? And a person would be like, oh, I saw 5. And they're like, yeah, I saw 12. And you're like, And then, so, as a kid, you're watching this, and you're seeing them, and you're like, and you're just going to say it because you're a kid, you're like, oh, yeah, they were doing that. I seen 14.
But you know what's funny?
And there's nothing there.
You are not wrong. And they use that to play off of the growth development of a character or character development as Goku went through the training. And I'm not going to lie. Dragon Ball has some of the best fighting scenes that I've really seen. If they go back to the basics, Dragon Ball did have some of the best fighting scenes.
Oh, yeah.
When Kid Goku was getting into it, he ran through the Red Ribbon Army on some whole other stuff. Yeah. And then it didn't really start getting watered down until the 23rd World Tournament when he was fighting Tien, fighting Piccolo, fighting Cyborg Tao. Because now they're showing, you know what I'm saying, the air specs and stuff like that and little certain scenes in the air. Yeah. Like I said, it's still debated down to this day. If Dragon Ball was better than Dragon Ball Z as far as fighting scenes.
I feel like I'm a fan. I started with the original Dragon Ball. And maybe it's because nostalgia.
Bias?
maybe biased, but Dragon Ball is still my favorite. Dragon Ball Z has moments that top Dragon Ball in total. But as far as the entire series, Dragon Ball so far is my favorite series.
I'm not gonna lie to you. One of my favorite fighting scenes. I love when Vegito was fighting Buhan.
Okay.
I love when Vegito was fighting Buhan.
Okay.
And I love when Goku was actually fighting Majin Vegeta. Those were like two of the best fighting scenes from Dragon Ball Z that I can recollect. That was better than Cell to me. You know? I think I was just watching and it was a reel on YouTube. Do you know Vegeta never lost to Goku?
He's never actually lost to Goku. They've never finished the fight when they started, at least on screen. They fought, but we've never saw the end result. And as far as that,
until Dragon Ball Super movie,
until Dragon Ball Super, technically, and technically he didn't really lose that fight either.
That's a fact.
Yeah, Vegeta has never officially lost to Goku. It's been stated that Goku is stronger than him, but he's never actually lost. And even going all the way back to Dragon Ball Z, when Vegeta fought him, they fought one-on-one. They were fighting, and then Goku had help. Goku had help in cutting off his tail and all the other stuff, and then Vegeta fled. That fight, technically, if they continued fighting, Vegeta would have won that fight. If nobody else was there, and let's say, because remember, Vegeta was able to move to get back into his pod. Goku was laid out, couldn't move.
That's a fact. That is a fact. If it wasn't for Yajirobe, and it wasn't for Krillin, Goku said, "Let him live."
You already know. It's time for Straight Boomin'.
Who would you say is your favorite villain of all of Dragon Ball? Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super.
Oh man, do I really gotta say it?
Who are you gonna say? You gonna say Vegeta?
No.
Oh, you gonna say Boo?
No.
Oh, who? It's not Frieza, is it?
No.
Oh, who?
Dog. And you can call me petty or whatever, but you said, did you say Dragon Ball series or
all entirety of Dragon Ball? You can even do Heroes if you want to do Heroes.
I'm not. Look, my favorite villain is definitely going to be Goku Black. One, because no, it ain't Goku Black. Zamasu.
So not in his Goku Black form, just regular?
You got to think. It took a mastermind to go ahead. No one successfully took over Goku's body. Not even Captain Ginyu.
Yeah.
He took over his body, his family, then came back, fought him, beat him up, and he jumped him with a gang of Goku. Matter of fact, mastered Super Saiyan too. He mastered a Super Saiyan God form.
Yeah.
No villain has done that. Hands down.
Not yet. Well, he's not a villain no more, but
he's a thought. He's an afterthought now.
But mine is Janemba. He is not even a canon character.
Not canon.
But Janemba, I don't care what nobody says. Janemba put the brakes on Goku and Vegeta.
That's crazy.
They even fused, and they had to. They had to use that plot armor to end this man.
They did.
They had to use plot armor to end this man because this man was giving him the works the whole time, and he'd take him out with one punch. That was plot armor.
Stardust.
Yeah.
Basically, blew him a kiss.
Yeah, that was plot armor.
That was trash.
That was plot armor. Worst way to end the movie ever. At least bring the man back for another round or something, and you know.
Well, you do know in Dragon Ball Superheroes. They did have Black Janemba.
Yeah, that's not the same.
It ain't the same.
It ain't the same.
let's fast forward this. Still keeping it on quality, still keeping it on saga. My Hero Academia. All for one. All for one. And what's homeboy name with all the hands?
Shigaraki.
Shigaraki. Mr. DK. I like him too because I got eczema and I scratch and he scratched with his flakes. So we kind of get something in common. Hey, I'm rocking with Shigaraki. Leave a comment down below. You know what I'm saying?
He said he team Shigaraki.
I'm team Shigaraki. My villain academia. You heard me? Question. Because they are also high quality. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they've been producing high quality fights. Do you think that any of their arcs dropped the ball as far as fighting scenes? All Might was that dude. Detroit Smash, Michigan Smash, St. Louis Smash. He probably got a Decatur Smash for Atlanta.
He just need the whole Atlanta Smash.
What do you think about the quality of their fight scenes?
Their fight scenes are amazing. I really enjoy their fight scenes because I don't per se just the way everything's set up. I like how they're doing that. I didn't like how Deku was took him forever for him to stop getting injured by his own abilities. But as far as when it comes down to like the fight scenes and stuff, like we introduced when this man first goes to school. He has this strength that he can't even use because he hurts himself using it. And this man literally punches the giant robot, and destroys his arm.
Yep.
And then he's like, oh.
Overused.
And he's like, yeah. And then he's literally falling to like his death right now. And he's like, man, if I time this right, I can punch the ground. This man is thinking, I'm going to fall on this ground, and the way to stop myself from hurtling down and dying, I'm going to break my other arm by punching the ground at just the right time. It's like, what is on this man's mind? And then just the way the fight scenes come out, the way the choreography, and it's beautiful. Mm-hmm. It's a masterpiece. And when it comes to the fighting scenes, I enjoy it. It has really good fighting scenes. So. The latest season that's animated, the Miracle fighting scene, I just went back and rewatched it the other day, actually. You know, I love and hate that scene on and on.
Okay. So, it shouts out to My Hero Academia because guess what? Y'all had us really fooled, you know, with who was the spy this entire time. And y'all had that lingering so long, we almost forgot about it. So,
I mean, they told us the whole time.
They did.
They told us the whole time.
And they kept it in front of us.
We just weren't paying attention.
They said the best place to hide something is in plain sight.
For real.
So, I want to go transition sideways to One Punch Man. Now, you said One Punch Man was a satire drawing. Or a satire character.
Yeah.
When he in his epic fighting scenes, though. Or when you see Garu fighting. What do you think about their budget and their arcs?
First of all, I want to say this. I started One Punch Man back when the original artist was working on it, and he cannot draw. He cannot draw at all. If you go and you look it up, Google it, check it out, the originals cannot draw at all. So when it got picked up by artists that could draw, it's the way that they kept it looking like it, but made the art better was perfect. As far as the fights go, the fights look amazing. One of the very first fights that I did see, and I didn't even know what the name of the anime was at the time, but I was at work and I had a friend of mine, which his name is Kevin. He was supposed to be on the original
Straight Booming podcast with you on the episode, God tier versus 5 tier.
Yeah.
And we're still gonna make that happen. He showed me the android guy. Genos fighting Satan.
Oh yeah.
And I seen them graphics and it really, I was out of the anime loop at the time, but it really made me say, like, golly, what is going on? And I think the only budget that can top that or go tier to tier with that will possibly be Demon Slayer.
Yeah, as of right now, yeah. I don't really see too many other series right now, as of right now, that are anywhere up there with Demon Slayer. That's probably one of the only ones I can think of right now that...
Have you seen the animes for Fate Grand Order?
Fate series art, it's on a level. It's on a Fate series art. It's been.
When I say they got that Luther Luffy, when I say that they just making it rain for the budget,
man.
Leave a comment down below if you've seen Fate Grand Order.
If you've seen any of the Fates, leave a comment down below.
Leave that comment below.
And if you know the Fate order, go ahead and drop the Fate order
below.
Let's see what you know. Come on.
Let's go.
Come on.
That budget for
ridiculous, bro.
I mean, cinematic, pristine, did not miss a beat, and this, it really, when you say spec with Dragon Ball Z, no, these people are really actually in the fight.
Boxing.
They're in their
boxing.
I said, what in the they're with the shenanigans, bro. They're showing attacks. The attacks look beautiful. The choreography look amazing.
Yep.
You seeing people take damage in mid-air and mid-fight. It put Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. It take their whole budget. Toei is put to shame. And I was wondering why the gacha game, Fate Grand Order, is one of the very most popular games there is.
The graphics look great.
If you're putting that out for a fighting scene, and all of your animes and your movies look like that,
oh yeah,
they're going to spend that money on that game.
Oh yeah, that game's gonna. Yeah, I haven't played the game, but I'm pretty sure it looks beautiful. I'm pretty sure it looks amazing.
Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle comes second to Fate Grand Order because Fate Grand Order don't know how to get off the #1 spot. And Android and in iTunes store.
Man, I didn't even realize people were still playing Dokkan like that.
Yeah.
I dropped Dokkan years ago.
I'm still going 8 years in. 8 years in.
Years ago.
That's a baby now. So, it just goes to show you.
Yeah.
If you don't, matter of fact, that is exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't cheat your fan base and you give them top tier quality,
oh yeah,
they're going to stay loyal to you.
Oh yeah,
they're going to. This is a game that nobody can collect anything physical from, but we definitely pay to win.
Oh yeah. Not me though, you know. there are people out there that do it. There are people.
And the crazy part about it is, it goes to show you the plus side of it and not the negative side.
Oh yeah.
If you do it right, it can definitely has its reward.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Very very good budget. Big wide budget.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'm happy with what I see when I look at those fighting scenes.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know.
100%.
Let's go. Let's go to non-fighting.
Non-fighting?
Non-fighting.
We're going non-fighting. Then we got some really good ones outside of the non-fighting genre of anime that have really, really good. Like for instance, a lot of, like I said, we mentioned it earlier. Carry On Tuesday looks phenomenal. It looks great. Then we got to put into perspective that a lot of people who watch the fighting animes, they expect a certain kind of art style, and it's different. Because when you're watching something with a lot of action, you're going to have sharper edges. Like, for example, like, people hate JoJo art.
Yes.
JoJo looks phenomenal.
It does.
It looks, from the fighting
We
scenes are
appreciate it.
amazing. But people hate JoJo art.
How could we forget the Dark Tournament art?
Oh, I didn't forget the Dark Tournament art.
How could we forget?
I didn't forget it. Look,
Let's go.
Tournament arcs in general. I just kind of I'm bracketing them all in there because if I would have mentioned the Naruto arc, I would have mentioned Dragon Ball Z tournament arcs. I would have mentioned every shonen has a tournament arc. So I kind of bracket all the tournament arcs in together. But like, yeah, that Yu Yu Hakusho, and they're talking about doing a reboot, a revamp of it.
Man,
that is going to be phenomenal. And
you know, Rurouni Kenshin also has some good fighting scenes.
Oh
too.
yeah. Oh, Rurouni Kenshin has some of the best fighting scenes, especially like
Trigun.
But Trigun, yeah. Original Trigun has some great fighting scenes.
No.
I like what they did with it, but I don't like what they did with it.
If you get me, you get me. You know, but
if
no.
you know, then you know.
Hey, you know. So, like, let's go. So, what do you think about Blue Locks?
Oh, I love Blue Lock. But that's Mappa. This Blue Lock. Like, Blue Lock is literally got me in a chokehold right now. Like, I went back and rewatched the anime again, but I'm also reading the manga, and it's literally got me in a chokehold. That is like my go-to read. Like if I'm sitting down to read something, I'm pulling up the chapter I'm on, Blue Lock. Like,
see, so I'm not familiar with but Spy Family. You know. What
Spy Family looks good too. I would love to see a little more crisp in the next season, but it's not bad right now. I'm not going to say it's bad in the least. I'm not saying it's bad. It looks great. It looks good, but I just want to see a little more definition in it. Like the storyline is great, but I feel like they could go a little step above, because I'm thinking, and I don't see any CGI thrown in there. I don't remember, and if they did put it in there, it's very minimal. It's perfect because people put too much in there, budget's sake or whatever, but it throws it off. Like Blue Lock puts that CGI in there, and it deters from it for certain scenes. But when it's gone, it looks great. But when you can see it, it takes from the anime.
I put Super Sean on God of High School.
God of High School has some good fighting scenes. Yeah,
great animation.
Oh yeah, I'm just mad that what God of High School did, they changed the story up from the manga. Well, not the manga, because it was a webtoon originally. So they changed the webtoon story. They changed the anime story up a little bit. So it follows the same story, but it's changed up a little bit. And it just goes more in depth. And things happen a little bit later. So I don't know what they're gonna do and how they're gonna fix that and bring everything back in. But they took out some of the best fighting scenes already. And then if you're a Bruce Lee fan, there's a girl. She literally fights just like Bruce Lee. She fights just like Bruce Lee. She
you know, in Tekken.
waifu.
Hey, we got to do the waifu edition of the pod for real. You know, one of my favorite Tekken artists or Tekken fighters is Law. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love Law, and I like his fighting style. You know,
Asuka Kazama is my go-to. See me on Tekken.
oh, look, they wait.
Comment down below. Let me know who your main is for Tekken, and then when it comes out, we can go see what you about.
Hey, you heard my man. He over here Grandmaster Guru in it. You know what I'm saying? Look, you don't want no smoke with him. I don't want no smoke. But I will fight the computer on super easy, though. I ain't gonna hold you. You just won't get me online, fam. I'm sorry.
See me online.
Super Shine and Burntheweeb want all that smoke.
All the smoke.
Y'all can go ahead and get that.
All the smoke. We can go up there day one as soon as it drop. You give me your name, your screen name, whatever. We can go day one. Day one. Let's go.
Let's go. So, man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Burn, any final thoughts as far as the best anime arcs?
I would say.
Hold on, wait. Before you answer, any honorable mentions?
Honorable mentions, yes. Burn the Witch.
Burn
the Witch is
not
beautiful.
Not the bleach. Ooh.
Burn the Witch is beautiful. And if you don't know, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, that's where my name originated from.
Yo, just hit me, dog.
That is where my name originated
Yo.
from. Burn the Witch is where my name originated. I'm literally Burn the Weeb. The Weeb. Literally, my literal logo for me is literally the same font. It just says Weeb instead of Witch.
You know, I was at work today and somebody watched our podcast and they said, man, you got a guy whose name is Burn the Weeb up there. I thought his name was Burn the Weed. He said, like, what kind of individuals are you kicking it with? I said, you don't know this man. Straight up. So it's just funny how it's just coming full circle.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're watching, he just broke it down to you where his origins come from.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it makes a lot more sense now. That's crazy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Burn. That's crazy. Any more honorable mentions?
Let's see. Any more honorable mentions? I did mention No Game, No Life. If you haven't checked it out, definitely check that out.
Black Clover?
Black Clover is definitely an honorable mention. It's older, but as for its time, it was really great art. Air Gear, you know, I'm going to mention.
Fairy Tail?
Ooh. Eden Zero.
Okay.
Eden Zero looks good.
Okay.
Eden Zero looks good. And 1,000+ One Piece. Anything before that, art style's trying to get there, but 1,000+ episode One Piece, it's looking crisper.
They did go through how many art styles? 2, 3, 4,
They
man?
went through a bunch.
That is bananas.
Oh, yeah.
So, man, I definitely appreciated this podcast talking about the best arcs, you know. Like I said, you already know what the next one gonna go ahead be. So you definitely gotta be here to go ahead and tune in for that one. You know?
Y'all gotta be here for that one.
Y'all gotta be here for that next one. We already know what it's called, and we already know how we about to go ahead and come at it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just it's amazing.
Y'all get your fingers ready, cause y'all gonna have some stuff to say, but hey, I got some stuff to say myself.
That's a fact, and I'm trying to tell you, it's two things that a anime consists of: character progression and stories.
Mm-hmm.
Today we covered the story aspect of it.
Yep.
Next time next week, we're going to cover the progression side of things.
Oh, yeah.
And hey, we're about to go ahead and get busy with this one. You know, Burn, any last words?
Man, just stay tuned.
Hey, you already heard the man. We got more content on the way. More videos dropping weekly. Also, we coming up with these shorts. So we about to start making reels and podcast shorts, more shorts. Lanice and Burntheweeb got something dropping within the next day or two. And yeah, I'm sorry, Miss Sataru 16 got something dropping with Burntheweeb within the next day or two. And we got some reaction videos coming soon. So I'm your host, Saintbeboomin. This is my guy.
BTW, Burntheweeb.
You already know, and it's been another episode of the Straight Boomin' Podcast. And here, this is where anime
and hip hop collide.
Hey, and we gone. Peace.